welcome to Live Night. This is what's going on live. You can't stop this kind of shit. I realized something about life when I was a kid, and here it is 20 years later, 25 years later, no joke. Here I am sitting the big 3-0, and, here's what it kind of comes down to, folks, is well, it doesn't really matter if it matters. Now, I know we're in the first 45, and this is not usually what you want to hear if you're trying to stay interested, but I'm going to tell you like this. It doesn't matter what I think that you think. If you think that. I'm looking at the billboard of the cusp of the season. And, hey, we're here. Nothing's changed about that. The only thing that's really changed, and actually, let's get a good tone, a little setting for the environment. Sorry, you mofos on the other end, you don't know what I'm talking about, but what I mean is this. If you want to stay tuned, it's in tune. Look, I'm going to fill you in the best I can without can, and I can't. But don't ever put a T on my can, because I'm doing, the best I can, and I'm willing to do what I can. Because they can't do the other. You're like, this guy's higher than we're not even 2 minutes in, and this guy's like higher than another. It's like when you come in and do a whole new round, this is what it really is. I'm gonna give you the best of it. Fuck it. Just I decided to do this live motion. Just it was kind of semi-spontaneous. Notice I say semi. I like how they drop out after that. They let me know in every which way it's this electronic feel. These motherfuckers, man. As to the ones that are back. Hey, they gave me the mic back. See this? They're fucking with me now. I like that. They're fucking with me. Never mind. I'm talking to my species. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what I like about the live is you can't stop it. So it's like if you just happen to be in the motion when it happens to be going, you actually pick it up. But if not, fuck you. Hope you're doing fucking better blow than I am. And hookers are cheaper than girlfriends, no denying. I sound like that's a shout out to Frank and my old pops. Hey, R.I.B. to anybody who's not next to it. But wow, we ain't even got 5 in deep, and it's a big bukkake party. These motherfuckers. Never mind. These guys over here. Oh man. Hey, shout out to my ladies. By the way, pick up all the best merchandise you can. Barb, Molly, Licks, and you know what we were saying. We're not just talking to Let's Boast, but you know how it goes. That's the plot of the platinum. Anyways, sponsored to you, brought to you by the guy that made it happen, Premium Platinum. I was thinking, the topic of the week happens to be this transgender issue. And actually, it happens to be the topic of the fucking year. It's like somehow like, you know, people haven't decided. Maybe it's the lifetime fucking thing for some folks. I don't know. Well, I was like, figure it out. You know, I was like, you gotta piss in a fucking urinal, you gotta shit in a stall. Fucking do what you gotta do. I don't know. I'm like, who the fuck are you to fucking sit back and fucking make up a fucking gender, you fucking piece of shit? Like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You know, I was like, I'm fucking serious. You know, I was like, and you know, they say I'm not sensitive or I'm a bigot or I'm this or that or like, no, I'm being realistic here. It's like, hey, I don't hate nobody for doing nothing. I fucking two-play most right on two-play. But, you know, fucking, you could go group A on that. Fucking, you go fuck yourself. But, anyway, what I mean is, what the fuck? Okay, if you got a fucking penis, you're going in a fucking penis fucking cell. If you got a fucking vag, you're going in a fucking vag box. What the fuck is the fucking problem here, folks? You guys ever figured this out, that you're gonna go separate yourselves and then fucking make up a fucking gender in between? There's no fucking trans fucking about it. It's either you do or you don't. What the fuck is wrong with you fucking folks? Anyways, that's my 25-minute fucking rant. I got 5 less on this bitch. I said, who is this guy? He turns into fucking Dice Clay at the fucking end. By the way, that was a shout out and a shot too. Anyways, one of my people's is people's. And anyways, all love. Guys, when you figure it out, you know, come together. That's all we got. The Beatles had it right. Whether you got the jerk and the burgers and the birds and with the Elvis and the pelvis, where you felt us with the Beatles and the Beatles, and we better. Anyway, we beat up Scotty. I said that like it was going to be the final word too. So to put this on the super sesh, and I felt like that was the sesh. There was a super therapeutic thing about that I didn't realize that. You know, letting time, and this is kind of a whole another relevance. And when you guys listen to this and you give me or this, or maybe you don't or you do, I don't give a fuck if you do. And that was 222 back on that, but we're counting down from it. But you know what's funny? That was actually the. Fuck, I was looking at the reverse. That's how you know motherfucker's fun. Even I will probably look at that and think, that's funny. That's funny. Because, see, when you go in, you think time fast forward, but sometimes it does. So it's... Anyway, but... once again, this was brought to you by Cinematics. I wonder if somewhere out there in the world, someone's picking up this broadcast. They're doing it. They're like, I listen to these guys. Who's this? Me, myself, and I. The best motherfucking trio I could ever have. Oh, fuck. Life's fun, you know. You know what I like about life? It's actually fun. It's actually like, wait, look at this. I'm only 9:09 in, and what I've done in 10 fucking minutes blew most people away. It's unleash a lock. Really. I feel like cutting it right here and just Tiger, come here. This is cat. I gotta tell you about this cat. This fucking cat popping out my window like it's fucking with Doogie McCowser or something. There's the fucking dog out here, fucking right out the sideline windows. This is something to be reckoned with. when you're taking up real time, and this is kind of what I'm feeling right now. This is it's a weird experiment that I even decided to do this little project or whatever it is, and apparently you can tell I have ADD, ADHD, or whatever it is, and I like going to my inner. When I'm really speaking about this or to this or what it is, it's funny, it's interesting, it's drama here, it's there, and I've watched a lot of things, done a lot of things, and as I'm getting older, it comes back down to, I made this album a couple years ago, in my head, realistically, it was in my head, which was. Die. Depleting infinity eventually. This album was the shit. And I've been working on it for the last couple of years. Now it's coming to reality, just like the others, some of those projects I've put together I thought were amazing. Now I'm working on the final one, and it's as putting this one to its end, or as the shadows end, it gets emotional. Looking at the last end of the candle wick, when the light that is bright and burning, and as it's it burns down, you kind of cherish the smoke, and I took a hiatus, an air hiatus. I think we all did. Just now, if you were there, this 1:22 a.m. moment. What's funny is it could be any time of the day, but when you say, hey, it's 12 o'clock somewhere, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, if it's 1 o'clock somewhere, what is the feeling that you're supposed to actually have or derive of from the times that are pre-negotiated as those times, as they be, and continuing on to the bigger foundation. Time is continuing as it spreads on to be. Well, there is no other question. But even in the silence, we will be triumph. We will be king. And that's what they kept proclaiming. This is something they will study, something they will eventually understand as reality. They can grab all punctuations of life, and they can say, and they can grasp, and they can make the reality of that I could maybe take the entire existence and sum it within 30 of these minutes, these mitosis, little minute moments in time, that it could be a whole thing, but they don't know. There's if they had one and not the other, then they would never know. And so this is why we're gonna keep them guessing. This is why we're gonna put the carrot on the other end of the stick, no matter how you do it. You can mix it, match it. You could splish it, splash it, but we're still 100% of the motion, and there's nothing gonna be ever gonna change about that aliveness. If you're alive with us, and you get what I'm saying. See, I don't And I do. I understand 100%